This is 3 News Daily.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 3 News Daily on this Tuesday, May 23rd. I'm Stephanie Haney here with your top stories from around Northeast Ohio. And we start with an update from Cleveland's east side this afternoon, where a neighborhood is still in shock and a 16-year-old mother is under arrest for allegedly dumping her newborn twins in the trash. Lydia Aspara has the police report, which was released yesterday, and tells us what first responders are saying.
When Cleveland police arrived at this scene on Saturday night, it was a gruesome sight. Babies, twins, dead in a garbage can. The police report says caller states her 16-year-old daughter gave birth to 2 babies a couple days ago, and caller just found them in the garbage. They were in there shortly after birth on Thursday. The report also says caller didn't know daughter was pregnant and that the daughter told her that she threw the babies in the garbage. A horrific sight for a grandmother to find.
We're here for people on the worst day of their lives.
Under state law, Cleveland Fire can provide a safe haven for unwanted newborns. Mike Norman with Cleveland Fire says while no one has dropped off a newborn at the firehouse, they are ready.
And so that order, explains how to receive the baby, how to arrange for transport to a medical facility for the baby, to care for the mother.
HB 660, women giving birth outside the hospital setting can anonymously drop their babies off at the hospital or leave them in the care of a police officer or emergency medical worker with no questions asked. Though tonight police are asking questions regarding the newborn twins, and police themselves asking for help as a chaplain was requested per the police report. Norman says first responders deal with many crises, but finding babies in the garbage is just the unthinkable.
That would be a very difficult thing to see and to deal with.
Now, the 16-year-old mother was arraigned in court this morning and now faces 9 felony charges, including murder. Neil Fisher will have details from her court appearance for us later today. We are continuing to look into a road rage crash from last week in Norton that killed a man. Police are still looking for the other driver involved. Norton police say a driver in a black Chevy Camaro shot and killed 40-year-old George Jensen while he was driving on I-76 near Route 21. The family has set up a GoFundMe account to help with funeral costs, and we have that linked on WKYC.com. Now, here is some good news. The city of Cleveland is breathing a sigh of relief this afternoon because an 11-year-old girl who went missing late last night has been found safe. Toni Tyus was found this morning after being reported missing at around 11:20 last night. Police believe she left home on her own after walking away from her therapist. Very thankful that she was found. All right, now we have an urgent message from City Dogs Cleveland. The shelter is full again. Over the weekend, the shelter hit 170 animals, which is a lot more than it's designed to hold. So now through Friday, adoption fees there are just $21, and to compare, it usually costs $61 to adopt a dog there. So for more information on pets that you can bring into your family, you can go to WKYC.com. All right, turning now to Ohio politics. State lawmakers have introduced a bill that would legalize recreational marijuana. House Bill 168 would allow, quote, cultivation, purchase, and possession of cannabis by Ohioans over the age of 21, and would also allow some previous offenses to be expunged from records. Right now in Ohio, possession of up to 100 grams of recreational cannabis is considered a minor misdemeanor. That's punishable by a fine of $150. Now, on Cleveland's west side, a key piece of funding has now been approved for a new Hispanic cultural center. Cleveland City Council members unanimously voted last night to put $1.5 million toward construction. Lena Lai shows us now where that money will go.
Along West 25th Street in Cleveland's Clark Fulton neighborhood, an old warehouse holds so much promise.
This is really creating a transformation for our city to really have a destination place for the Latino community.
The vision, a vibrant Hispanic cultural center called Centro Via 25, as seen in these new animated renderings. It would include a market or mercado, a specialty grocery store, kiosks and workspaces for small businesses, even a commercial kitchen where food entrepreneurs can start and grow their own businesses.
Contracts with
At tonight's Cleveland City Council meeting, a unanimous vote to use $1.5 million in pandemic relief funds from the American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA, to help finance Centro Via. Cuyahoga County also committing $1 million in ARPA funds toward the $12 million construction project.
It's been over 4 decades for the Latino community where they've dreamed of having a place where we could celebrate our culture, where we could grow businesses.
The Clark Fulton neighborhood is home to over 11,000 residents and is the densest population of Hispanic and Latino residents in Ohio, according to the 2020 census. The groundswell of support from community-wide sources underscores the enthusiasm for the project, transforming not just an old warehouse, but perhaps a community.
Our project is small in the scale of other projects that are being built in our city, yet the impact that it has is going to surpass generations.
Now, this past week, the Cleveland Cavaliers also committed $150,000 to the project. The hope is that the grand opening for Centro Via 25 will be in the summer of 2024. Now, speaking of the Cavaliers, former Cavalier LeBron James says he's thinking about retiring. Last night, LeBron and the Lakers were swept in the Western Conference Finals, losing Game 4 last night to the Denver Nuggets 113-111. After the game, LeBron said he had a lot to consider, and when reporters followed up on that, he said yes, he did mean in terms of deciding if he will return for a 21st season. Now, LeBron currently has 1 guaranteed year and $97 million remaining on his contract with the Lakers, plus a player option to opt in for a second year if he wants to. So that brings us to our question of the day. With LeBron saying he's considering retiring from the NBA, we want to know how you feel about his possible retirement, and would you want him to retire with the Cavs? Post your comment to the WKYC Facebook page. We'll talk about it during What's New at 4 o'clock. By the way, I'm calling. That man is not retiring. He is not going out on a loss like that.
Lord, show me the way to cut through all this worn out leather. I've got
That is the singing sister trio of Lexington, Ohio. They're called Sorelle, and they gave it their all last night on The Voice. And the 2-night finale continues tonight. Now we just wait to learn who will earn the most votes to become this season's winner. Sorelle are the pride of their hometown, and they have their support 100%. Here is what the ladies of Sorelle had to say about their journey after last night's incredible performances.
We really gave our performances our all. We put everything out there, and honestly, we just had fun with each other. This is the last time we're going to get to perform on that stage, other than tomorrow with Chance, obviously. But yeah, we wanted to have fun, and we wanted everyone at home to see us having fun.
It's been amazing to be able to work with all the other artists and just to really get to know them. And they've been so supportive at the fact that we are a trio in this competition.
Incredible voices, and by the way, incredible costumes as well. Looking fabulous, those ladies are. And they'll be back on NBC tonight for part 2 of The Voice season 23 finale. That airs at 8 p.m. right here on 3. So hopefully we can cheer them on to victory. Now, in other news, the Cleveland Metroparks Zoo is on baby alert because yesterday afternoon, one of their resident bison, Blue, welcomed a calf. Blue came to the zoo pregnant last fall from the Minnesota Zoo. The baby was standing and nursing within the first 30 minutes of being born. The zoo says mom and baby are currently bonding. You can visit them at Wilderness Trek pretty soon. And yes, they will have a contest to name that little BB, that little baby bison. So cute. Okay, speaking of baby names, we have an exciting update from the Avon Lake Eagles. Remember the 2 eaglets hatched back in April? Well, now those little babies have names. Anchor and Arrow. Check them out there. The students at Redwood Elementary School came up with those names, and as of now, it's too soon to tell whether those little buddies are boys or girls, but we can tell you that they're about 7 weeks old and clearly growing like weeds. Pretty soon, they'll start learning how to fly, and then they'll leave their nests. But right now, they're there with mom and dad. So cute. All right, thanks for being with us for today's edition of 3 News Daily. Whether you're watching us on WKYC Plus, YouTube, Instagram, or listening on your favorite podcast platform, we appreciate you. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you back tomorrow.